Hello and welcome back to Fan Geektastic. Today we're going to be opening up a box of Dick Tracy trading cards. They're from the movie starring Warren Beatty, and it has Madonna in it. Now these aren't wax packs; these are the plastic cello. Now, as you see here, their original cost was 99 cents per pack. You can get a box of these for probably around $10, maxing out around 15 with shipping. I think I've just seen a very few over the last couple of years that have sold for $20 or more. Most of them sell for 15 or less. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. And there's two different types of packs artwork. There's 16 cards and a sticker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up these packs. I am going to do a little bit differently than I normally have been doing. I'm going to go ahead and make these into sets, and then I'm going to show you the sets, or the set, what it looks like after it's all said and done. So we will see what it all looks like when I get it all together, and see how many sets I can make. And I'll show you if I can make a set of the stickers. I'll show you a set of the stickers, and I'll show you what the cards look like. Alright, I got everything in order, and this is what I ended up with. I ended up with 2 complete sets, including complete sets of stickers for each. I ended up with 2 extra stickers over in that pile. This is another set here that's missing 1 card, and these are all the extras. So let's go ahead and move this one out of the way. Let's take a look at what these cards look like. So the stickers are all the villains. They tried to make them look as much like the comic strip characters as possible, which I think for the time period that this movie was made, people weren't really ready for that cartoony of a live action movie. So, you know, it's one thing to go and see a comedy that's like Airplane or Hot Shots. It's another thing to go see a movie that's supposed to be a little bit more on the serious side, and you have characters who look like they kind of fell out of a comic book. And there's Madonna playing Breathless Mahoney. Tess Trueheart. The kid. Kid looks familiar. I can't remember what else he's been in. But most of these actors playing the bad guys, I recognize them. I just can't place them because of the prosthetics. But they all look familiar to me. And I'm sure if I wanted to, I could look them up and find out exactly who played the parts. But no, that one right there, I can't figure out who that is. I'm just drawing a blank. Haha. So the popularity of the Batman movie kind of pushed this movie forward. I figured they could capitalize off of it. Like, hey, if one comic book movie did well, maybe we can make one of our own and make the couple of $100 million that Batman did. The only problem is the movie wasn't near as good as it needed to be to capitalize on the Batman movie. I mean, they had good actors in it. From what I remember, the storyline was a little bit on the weak side. The bad guys, because they were dressed up in such a large amount of prosthetics, had a tendency to overdo their acting. So, even though they were all pretty good actors, they were trying to act through the prosthetics and didn't have the experience that a lot of the people nowadays do with the prosthetic acting. So they had a tendency to sorry, I keep going off to the right. I'm trying to keep everything as centered as possible, but I'm looking at the cards at the same time that I'm trying to look at the screen, and it throws me off a little bit. I wonder if the question and the blank ever got brought up in court for being such a similar character. Because I don't recall which ones came first. If it was the blank or if it was the question. I'm pretty sure it was the blank. Sorry, I had to back up a little bit. I had a video go off in the other room and it was really loud. That's what happens whenever you are making a video, bringing all the pieces together while you're recording your next video. Sometimes it'll pop up and start screaming at you. And here we go. Last bit here. Now, if you all remember this movie, and it's not something that you watched recently, you're remembering it from whenever you watched it as a kid, leave in the comments what you think, what you thought about it as a child. Heck, if you want to leave what you thought about it whenever you were a child and what you thought about it if you watched it more recently, that's interesting to know too, because I remember watching it whenever it originally came out, and I wasn't really a child anymore. And I remember watching it going, wow, they could have done so much more with this. I wasn't a big fan of Dick Tracy, the comic series. I didn't read it like every Sunday or anything like that. But there was so much more that they could have done with it. It just kind of disappointing. And I'll have to grab that in a second. And that is the 88th card. And let's see if I gotta replace this one. Well, it landed in a way that it did not cause any damage, so that is good. Corners are still nice and square. So that is it. Now there is a wax pack version of this. This was the cello packs. The wax packs originally sold for 50 cents a pack, and there was 36 packs in a box. The box that I opened was more like the rack pack version. So there was, I think it was a little bit over double the amount of cards per pack. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. For everything you're a fan of, everything you geek out about, this is Fan Geektastic, and we're here for you.